Football. Adelaide United are through to the A-League playoffs after a last-gasp win over Sydney FC. New Brazilian recruit Diego combined with compatriot Fernando to seal the victory in the final minute and virtually guarantee the Reds a season-ending second place on the ladder.
Adelaide and Sydney met at Hindmarsh Stadium with a guaranteed playoff position on the line. The clubs have a history of fiery matches, 41 yellow cards in just 7 meetings. And it didn't take long for the whistles to start. Adelaide's fifth foul of the match had the home fans angry.
And Pele, well for my money, got in each other's way there.
I thought that was a collision between the two Sydney FC players. Should have been play on.
The shot almost made it worse.
Look at that moving in the air.
Sydney's evening took a turn for the worse when Terry McLean copped a yellow card to rule him out of the final round clash with Queensland, before Alvin Checkley left the field with a heel problem. After an even opening, the reigning champions almost went one up shortly before the half.
Flips it through, middle beat! Offside, won't count. Right idea, and some on the Sydney bench were on their feet celebrating.
The ruling leaving the match tied up at the break. The stalemate continued early in the second half. Jason Spagiolo also off the field injured before Nathan Burns sparked some life into the match.
Burns, Fernando, little one-touch stop. Now Burns bursting through the middle. Brave goalkeeping by Bolton.
The battle continued to be fought at the bookends when Reds coach John Cosmina brought new Brazilian signing Diego on for his first run. Despite the game's importance, it was very relaxed on the sidelines. The only thing missing was the scones. As the 80th minute passed, the sides became more desperate.
Now here's the corner from Peta. Oh, and it was a real opportunity. First time ball by Corrigan. Ufuk-Talay. And it's Alligator at full stretch.
Sydney's Mark Milligan will also miss the Raw game after this clash with 1 minute of regulation time remaining. But the stray leg may have cost the Harbour City side more than just his absence.
Very advantageous position for Adelaide. Peta's ball in towards the far stick. Is it over the line from Diego Walsh? It's in. Hindmarsh erupts. Adelaide have perhaps nicked the points at the death. And it's the debut boy from Brazil who's stolen the goal.
Cosmina's cup of tea and decision to bring on his new recruit paying dividends.
Here you see Diego pull off. He's completely unmarked. Defensive mistake, he heads it back in. In fact, does that come off? Might have come off Fernando. Here the ball to the back post. Heads it, it comes off Fernando. That's Fernando's goal.
The Brazilian pair sealing Adelaide's place in the playoffs, while Sydney must defeat the Roaring Queensland to have any chance of back-to-back championships. Chris Stubbs, Fox Sports News.
So Sydney's horror stretch continues, having lost the bottom side New Zealand last week and being docked 3 points for player payment breaches. The defending champions are now in danger of missing the playoffs, while the Reds will feature in the finals for the second straight year.
We won that game by sheer will, basically. We forced a result, but we were smart about how we went about it. We played some good football, and I think we dominated the second half. All right, they had their opportunities, but Belzy was dynamite in goal. And we had people that did their jobs. We kept putting them under the pump. And we needed to get something, and we got a bit of a lucky goal, but if you look at the last 2 weeks, then maybe we deserve it.
We actually wanted to win, and I reckon that's the difference between the two teams today. I think that we felt that on the field that they sort of gave up towards the end. They felt like they weren't breaking through the defence. We were solid in defence again, and up front, I suppose we got a lucky goal.
That's a lot of shit, if you ask me. We don't give up, mate. We don't give up. Our championship side doesn't give up. That's total crap. If he's going to start these sort of work.
So we actually gave up on being, but David Judic had 2 great chances at the end. Is that giving up? Well, I think that just speaks for itself. So, you know, at the end of the day, there's been lots of things said about my team, which I dislike. We've kept our silence at the end of the day. Hopefully that results will do our talking. They haven't done that, but you know, we're just concerned about ourselves. And if people want to mouth off and shout about us, then fine. You know, they have their opinion, but we know what we have to do now. This defeat will bind us even closer together.
Yeah, Mark Rudin and Terry Butcher setting the record straight there. Well, the Newcastle Jets have scored 2 injury time goals to snatch a crucial 3-3 draw with the Perth Glory. The late Joel Griffiths brace spoiling the farewell party for the retiring Glory striker Bobby Despotovski.
For the Perth Glory faithful, it was a chance to farewell favourite son Bobby Despotovski. The 35-year-old striker calling it a day after 11 years with the club. For Newcastle, the stakes were significantly higher. A must-win game if they wanted to stay in the frantic hunt for a final spot.
Nicky Carl has forced it home, and the Newcastle Jets take the lead. The perfect platform for the Jets as they look towards the finals position.
The Nicky Carl goal just rewards for the inspirational midfielder, and the captain nearly conjured a second after setting up his Colombian striker.
And Milton Rodriguez has missed a golden opportunity to double the lead for Newcastle.
After a sustained period of pressure from the visitors, Simon Colosimo fired the first real response from the Glory, and when Jade North couldn't whip his hand away inside the penalty box, the game was all square.
And Thomas gets the glove to work, but Colosimo converts, and the Glory are back on level terms.
Half-time saw the injection of the much-loved Despotovski.
And the number 10 is on the park. He has 45 minutes or so to end his top-level career on a high.
With all the pressure on the Jets to find a result, Mark Bridge couldn't find a way past the Glory keeper.
Didn't get onto it. Thomas made the save. Well, a butchered chances, Newcastle Jets.
The Jets' core suffered a blow when right-back Steve Eagleton was stretchered off with a knee injury.
It doesn't look good for Steve Eagleton.
And it only got worse for the Jets when defender-turned-goal-scoring forward Jamie Harnwell scrambled home the Glory's second.
Disaster for Newcastle Jets. Harnwell was there. Perhaps he got the last touch. Either way, the Glory have taken the lead here.
And they're shaping to send Bobby Despotovski out, a winner.
Captain Carl nearly responded with an equaliser second after the restart, but the Jets' finals aspirations were in tatters after Josip Magic sweetly met a Leo Bertos cross.
Magic has buried the chance and may have taken Newcastle's finals hopes with him.
The Jets were done and dusted. With just injury time to play and 2 goals down, Newcastle's season looked all but over, until Joel Griffiths gave the Novocastrians a sniff. And with virtually the last play of the game, Griffiths turned the impossible into ecstatic reality as he grabbed his second stoppage-time crowd killer.
Jay North across the face of goal, it's gone in! Newcastle have snatched the draw! Joel Griffiths, his second of the game! What an unbelievable finish here at the Members' Equity. They were down and out. They were beaten, Newcastle.
Richard Bruck, Fox Sports News.
Yeah, it was pretty full on, and here's what it all means now. Melbourne and Adelaide are assured of a place in the playoffs. Newcastle, they missed the chance to go third and face the runaway victory next weekend, but the makeup of the top 4 hinges on the big Friday night blockbuster between Queensland and Sydney in Brisbane. The Mariners' season now at an end after those results tonight.
Fox Sports News on Channel 513. It's on all the time.